We are brought to you by TABtouch. Got the touch? Download the TABtouch app today. Chances are you're about to lose. For free and confidential support, visit gamblinghelponline.org.au. This is the Hardball Gets AFL show. My name's Nick Rinn, joined by Xavier Ellis and Ryan Daniels. This is a very middle-aged man black T-shirt party here today.
I started.
You're always in the black T-shirt.
I've always been wearing black T-shirts, and for a while there, you guys tried to go against the grain. And
I'll alternate.
Zave came on the other day with the black T-shirt.
He's
permanent now.
Yep.
And you're in too.
Yeah, but I'll alternate between the sort of black T-shirt and the white T-shirt.
Yeah, sometimes I'll do the white, but only if it's like a weekend, and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to mix this up.
Letting his hair down. He's got a white T-shirt.
A white T-shirt instead. I literally went to Gazman and bought 5 of the same T-shirt. And
Uniqlo, mate. Go Uniqlo.
Did that so that it's a constant washing rotation.
Yep.
So because the problem I had in the past was I had 2 of them, and sometimes they end up in the wash together, and that's not enough. No. I had some navy ones, which every now and then I'll throw in there, but they're just I find the black ones a bit classier.
Yeah.
Than the blue. You know?
Well, I think I was one of the first people to try to actively bring the dress standards in at 7 West down. Yeah, and I just thought if I wear the black T-shirt,
I am running with it.
You kind of look like it's.
I'm running with it hard.
Yeah, you got to go. You got to just let it slide.
T-shirts, active wear.
Yeah, mate. I haven't brought the standard down. My standard's been the same from day dot.
That's true.
That's true. I remember one day when we first came in, I was dressed like a slob, standard. And we spoke to a lady who was lovely and gave me 15 minutes. You were there.
Yes.
Hawthorn supporter, spoke footy. And then I left. I said, Ryan, this was when I first started here at 7 West. I was like, Ryan, who was that? It's like, that's the CEO, you dickhead. I was dressed. I had
you looked like a homeless
I looked
person.
homeless, full homeless.
He did. And actually not even.
Welcome aboard.
A level below that.
Sorry, just quickly, while I was a bit quiet in that first little bit, I've got my NFL draft coming up for fantasy.
Yes.
So 12 teams, and I was shit last year, so I've picked 2, which means you're not picked 2, but you get the choice of
what pick you want.
And I've just started using ChatGPT.
Oh.
So I threw in where should I pick in
What's
the draft.
What's the best pick in the fantasy draft this year in NFL? What is it?
They've gone with go early, 1 to 3, lock in a superstar, make your way around the rest.
Yeah, it feels pretty generic.
But why?
No, incorrect. 2025 fantasy, I'd say pick 6 to 8 is the sweet spot. Usually you'll land a wide receiver, naming a few, and then a strong running back in the alternate position.
Explain this to me.
It's a snake draft. So if you pick at 1, you don't pick again until 24.
Yeah, okay, I got
So it's nice having a really good player at 1, but then you got to wait.
Yeah.
So picking at 6 gives you another shot.
You're coming back pretty quick.
Yes.
I'll go pick 5. I'll take pick 5.
Yeah.
And they had great concerns that I might be calling the football watch during the draft. But I did remind them that I was in a one-on-one interview with the Prime Minister of the country and still managed to get my draft pick submitted.
Hey, Nick.
Yes.
Can you hear that?
What's that? Is that him after Fremantle?
Well,
no,
multiple reasons.
Okay.
One, he won more beer.
Yes.
Oh, yes, Adelaide.
And he's getting stupid.
He rinsed our loyal audience again.
How many did you win?
6.
6 cards.
No.
That's amazing. You must be in the 50s.
North nearly even.
That's insane.
Yeah. Have not lost. I've lost 1, which was an irrelevant game. I didn't want to even do one in, but I thought I'd give Kev a chance to win a box.
Dan Murphy's is going to think you're scamming them somehow.
Yeah.
Like that you're some employee is giving you
It's fair to say I know the routine.
Yeah.
Walk in, carton, put it on the table, flash my Dan Murphy's card on my phone.
Oh, cool.
They scan that. They scan the box.
They
say cash. I say cash or card. I say no, gift card. They go ding, scan that. Then I punch in the PIN. Then it says thank you. Off you go.
And you're done.
And then I delete the screenshot off my phone so I don't reuse that because it gets a bit confusing.
Because
in
so
there.
many.
There's a little bit of a confusion around it all in there, and that's how it plays out.
Oh, he's just living the dream. Secondly, the Dockers lost. So
that's unfair.
No, so
please.
he would have been very happy about that. You know we're on YouTube. You would have been happy at the Scarborough Sporty on Saturday.
He would have been anticipating it all morning.
He skipped into the
He
Scarborough
would have woken up nice and firm.
I had to jump on the Saturday rub on obviously Saturday morning, and they're like, "Oh, let's go to the West." Zave, in a state that must be mourning. I was like, mate, there's 60% of us who think it's the best day of their life. Like, when West Coast is shit, you're supporting everyone else.
What time did you get asked to go on that?
No.
Nah, done 9 or something. I was in the sauna.
I couldn't do it, so
That's
they
okay.
asked me to go on. So they must have then gone to you.
Yeah, so you're the newsman.
Right, so they've come to me first.
Yeah.
And
then
Dave
I
also
said
the other
no.
If I was
second
you,
newsman
just
option.
checking.
If I was you, I'd just tread carefully.
With what? With the rub?
Yeah. No, with just everything.
Oh, really?
Triple M. I mean, if you want to be on SEN.
Oh, is this because he's got the power?
Oh, right.
Because he's the man with the power.
So if you just say, oh, sorry.
Please cut me.
Say,
Please cut me.
from the Sunday rub.
No, from everything. Cut me.
You
Just
want out?
Cut me. No, I'm kidding. I'm being facetious.
I
I'll
can
come in.
get
I'll
you
replace
out
him.
because
Harley. I reckon
who's
he's going
the
to.
young guy from 9?
Oh, Owen.
Go on, get Owen.
We might get Owen in.
Get Owen. And the third reason, finally. Now, it may have taken him a $2.40.
No.
Oh,
Gimme.
yes.
But he's finally hit a multi.
Incorrect.
The world's smallest multi.
345.
But, you know, they do say it's not the size of the multi that
$3.45.
counts.
No, you can't eat odds, they say. You can't eat odds, you can eat winners.
No,
So-
congratulations, $3.45.
well
you finally hit one. You've been dancing in the missionary space for a very long time.
I know.
And finally.
So if I only landed 10-1 this weekend, I'm back level with the year.
Yeah, that's all.
So now you can. You can have a few throws now.
I'm
Well,
going
we got one round to have a big. Are we doing this in the finals?
Yeah,
we
we'll
got
finals.
one
Why
round,
not?
but like, yeah, true.
You're telling me I've sat through 24 weeks of West Coast shit not to do
We
finals?
need somebody to go
No,
back
I
and
meant
work
the
out
the bets.
Yeah, of course
who's made the most or lost the most. We do need that.
Oh, no, we don't.
We don't. No, it'd be good.
But we know who it is.
Well, it's Nick for
probably
now.
me.
It's the Rain Man.
But we need to work out the maths to actually beat him.
Yeah.
So if I need to take a $17 multi next week, I
I'll
might
get
have a
it.
crack.
Don't worry.
Josh
Don't
is
worry.
just sitting behind the mic going, yeah, okay, I'll pretend I'm interested in searching that.
You guys. Look it up yourself.
Yeah, good idea, Ryan.
So you had the Bulldogs at the line, Bailey Dale 25 disposals, Ed Richards 25 disposals, Sam Darcy 3 goals, Riley West, your man, to score a goal. $3.45.
Done.
Congratulations.
Riley West is fast becoming one of my boys.
You do put him in.
And he
Yeah,
doesn't let me
Riley
down
West
very
man.
often. Yeah.
No, he's pretty handy. He's pretty.
And unfortunately, you guys fell short of the mark. Adelaide, Collingwood, that was a disappointing one. Firstly, we'll get to the game, I'm sure. But it was when the rain kicked in. That when you're just like,
Yeah.
As soon as I saw the rain, I was like, this is not going to go well.
Just
like I thought
forgetting-
Mychek would still get a goal.
but forgetting the punt, just the standard of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Anyway.
still a captivating game, but not as entertaining. I suppose.
Well, you knew there wasn't going to be too many pack
Yeah.
marks in the forward line, like the kicking and stuff. Anyway, and
And
Ringy,
then I just lost on the winner. I had Gold Coast win 1 for 39, which didn't get up. Aaron Cadman did kick 2 goals, and Anderson and Rao both got more than
Aaron
25.
Cadman, and I might be talking out my freckle here. He's fast becoming one of the more reliable set shots from 45 out.
oh, yeah, he's a nice
And
player.
remember where he
It's a
started.
beautiful
He did
left
not
footer.
start well with that.
No, they went everywhere.
Hogan missing the most of the back half of the year has been a blessing for
Yeah.
Cadman.
I was
It's
just-
giving him a chance to be the man for a bit.
I thought, and in terms of Freo finals, yes or not, yes or no, sorry. I thought that Gold Coast would finish the Giants. So, like,
Yeah.
even going home on
Yeah,
Friday
I
night, I was
had
like,
all-
well, Suns will beat GWS
Yeah.
and whatever.
So as
But
it
that was a
stands
big
now,
win by the Giants.
For Fremantle to make it, their destiny's in their own hands.
They
Beat
gotta
the
win.
Dogs. Beat the Dogs. There is a back door here where it's Gold Coast lose both.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they're back door now.
Essendon.
to Port Adelaide and then somehow Essendon, which we've been giving them a win all year, Essendon.
And what
Let's change it.
What
what odds did I give you this morning?
$44 or
to
something.
1.
Is that actually
yeah,
real?
yeah, we just times the Essendon head-to-head times the $4
So it's not
this week.
happening.
No, it's $44, yeah.
So that's
yeah,
that
still
Dumb
could
and Dumber.
happen.
So you're telling me
There's a chance.
chance?
There's a chance.
God.
Basically, Fremantle have to win. They have
they
to
just have
win.
to win.
But if they do win and a couple other results go their way, they can still get a home final. So all bets are still on
That's
the
why
table.
it was very strange, the old Nat Fife lap after the game, which she was like, oh, yeah, I suppose.
It was an
because you kind of
awkward
have to
moment.
do it.
Yeah.
He's like, regardless of what happens, this may be my last home game, so I better do it.
I didn't know any of that was happening. This is
No,
fight
same.
stuff. Let's
We
talk
didn't know
about it in
either.
Freo. Let's talk about it in
Okay.
Freo.
All right. Okay, let's get into it then.
Really quickly. Oh, shit, I'm in a bill, not my notes.
Yeah, I've got to find mine as well.
Okay. Now, which player in the competition is number 1 for inside 50, number 1 for goal assist, number 1 for score involvements?
Whose team are you doing?
I'm just throwing it out there, and then we'll do the team once we
Okay,
get
so
to
go
Brian
again.
Mars?
Not Brian Myers.
Go again.
Number 1 for inside 50s, number 1 for goal assists, number 1 for score involvements.
Is it? I'm going to get this.
The backup tape's going to kick in soon if you don't talk.
Is it Naz?
No. One more guess.
Murphy Reid.
No, not Murphy Reid. I have a funny feeling, Rhino, that we're going to owe Nick Rinner Carlton.
Oh, Ed Richards.
Ed Richards.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we didn't do this research.
No.
We did not do this research.
That's why I was like, when I said it and you guys reacted so violently, of course I will second guess myself because it's more of a vibe thing. And then I was like, I was sure this is going well.
You got some mates backing you up on
the feedback I got there was strong too. But
I got some strong support as soon as we published.
On some of the markets that have it, he's listed as a defender.
Yeah.
Which he
they will do.
But he won't be listed as a defender on the night. He has to be a midfielder. He's like almost attended more the number one centre bounces in the competition.
But you know what they do.
No, he can't be named anywhere else than in the midfield.
You know what they do.
Interchange, he can be named, yes.
But if he's inside 50 scored, I mean, that would put him on half forward.
Don't worry, when I read that, I was like,
shit, we're stuffed.
Here we go.
Anyway,
so you can just give him one of your 50.
Yeah, no, I'll just flick you one of them.
A dent.
So the Bulldogs this week.
Meanwhile, I'll get a bloody dripping wet carton with beers in it.
Wait and see. I dish up.
So the Bulldogs, 96 points over, or 95, 4 points over West Coast. Done. It was clinical. It was training drill. They go in against Freo. They're the favourites. They've fallen over all year long, the Bulldogs, against in these games.
Yeah.
All year long.
The only one they beat was the Giants. That was the one.
Did they pin one late in the year as well?
Giants
Whatever.
Were missing a few.
Yes, they haven't been good in these games. Are they a different version of what they were, with the naughtiest man in the world playing a different role at the moment, like dominating? Sam Darcy, he's going to probably be pretty important. Alex Pearce has been good. How do we see the Doggies? Are we all just going, right, they've made the finals?
Well, I don't think they can play the way Brisbane played, which is that hold the footy. Yeah. We'll talk about Brisbane a bit later, but that's not their style. So I know Beveridge sort of mentioned, we saw how Brisbane did it, so maybe we can do a bit of that. So I don't think you can do that in 1 week.
They still have the people that can kick like that, like Bailey Dale, Bont, Ed Richards. They've still got nice users of the ball.
They've also got a smattering of people who really can't.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but so do...
Does Adam Treloar play? Did you see his numbers in the VFL?
40 and something?
No,
40 and 10 tackles?
I think he does.
I think he's coming in.
Yeah, even as a sub.
Maybe as a sub last game
Something
of the
like
weekend. But that, I mean, he played the whole game.
He has to play. Like, there's no point in the Doggies.
No, and they've got some droppable guys.
So Hayden Young's different because he's not playing at the moment.
Hayden Young will play.
But
this is an elimination final. You got to play him.
We didn't play Hodge in a prelim.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
What year was that?
2012.
Yeah, right.
That's amazing. Okay, so it's me. So let's do Brisbane then. Clinical performance. Absolutely clinical.
And this hurts him, Rennie. Just stay back and let him.
Doesn't hurt me at all. I've got no affiliation with any club.
Mate, we are getting sponsored by BCF and Fun. Selling tents.
We're actually not, but if they want to come on board.
So you know Dan Gorringe did 2 nights out the front of the MCG in a glass cabinet. We're actually going to do 8 episodes in a family tent. It's like Big Brother.
We would do that if they want to come on board.
We've got a number.
Yeah, we're on.
And it's not as big as you think.
That's the style of footy that won in the grand final. I remember watching
that was on steroids.
Oh, it was, and it was a clear direction, right? The 2 things they did was, one, Zach Bailey starts in the middle and throws the spanner in the works because Caleb Sarong wanted to go one way and Bailey was going the other way the whole time.
I think we highlighted Zach Bailey before in the Thursday or Friday edition.
Maybe, yes. And then the keep you off, basically, which worked really, really well. And then by the time Freo got any chances, it was like, we can't miss. You can't miss. And then the yips came.
And then they finally decided to maybe expand the zone of fraction. And Dane Rocco, whatever they got, went, hey, have a couple down the middle and see whether you want to expand.
Didn't he just take the piss with
that goal was up? No, I think Cameron missed the goal. But that kick to Froggy Lester through the middle, who then gave it to McCluggage or someone, then out the back to...
Absurd.
That was as good a football as you'll ever see.
It was. They can finish 2nd and they can finish 8th. Finals are locked in for them. Hey, did you see Jasper Fletcher equal Jonathan Brown's record? 17 marks in a game for Brisbane.
Was it that many?
Yeah, that was that many. And the last one he could have got, but the umpire said not 15. It was about 13 metres and he's got it in the back line as a cheapie. Right. Yeah. But he would have got the record.
Yeah, I reckon a halfback compared to a forwards record. Halfback, you take it.
I can guarantee Jonathan Brown taking 17 marks, 14 of them would have been high risk.
Yeah, correct.
Running into the flight of something.
You don't run on your face.
I took plenty in a grand final, and mine were more Jonathan Brown.
Very Jasper Fletcher.
Mine were more Jonathan Brown.
Very Jasper Fletcher area.
Popping the pill in the air.
All right, well, let's go to... Adelaide. We should probably pivot.
What?
Oh, what's he doing?
Well, no, I just
get
had
through
the-
his sentence.
is
You
he
can still
trying?
pivot.
Is he trying to craft?
He's trying
Well,
to do.
no,
I don't know. I
'cause
don't think he is.
Because
That's
I
the problem.
wrote it last night, and so my basic thing was like there was whinging from everywhere about Adelaide winning that game. Like, you know, so many less inside 50s. Thrillthorpe kicked the ball and and then, you know, Keys threw it.
Are we vibing here, or what are we doing? This
he's
is
fine.
Yeah, just
He's
get rid of it.
fine.
They are
This is-
actually Adelaide are actually just good, just a good football side, and it doesn't
They weren't
matter
good
what
on the
happens.
weekend.
No, but they got it done, and
Yeah.
good football sides get it done. This is my point. Even the fact that they're not playing well.
Okay, now do you
they're
want to
just getting
pivot
it done.
into the
Well,
obvious
now I'm
thing?
going to pivot to the Isaac Rankin, which I
Yes.
Okay, so let's just table it first that it's alleged at this point.
Is there
It's
no
alleged
update?
that he said.
Not that we're aware of as of 10:26 a.m.
No.
Western Standard Time on Monday.
There may be an update before the mailbag, but I don't want to really talk
Well, that's
about it
tomorrow,
I
and
don't want to talk
Let's
about
do it
tomorrow.
now.
We'll probably
You're too
leave it out
vulnerable
tomorrow.
now.
We'll leave it out tomorrow.
Yeah. So the precedent is what's the last?
Well, the lowest
4
has been
weeks.
3, which is Jeremy Finlayson.
Finlayson.
The highest is being Lance Collard at 6.
Yeah.
So it really has to fall in that space if he's found guilty. And the AFL in the past has said, look, one past punishment doesn't necessarily dictate the others.
But the
Yeah,
scale,
because
them an
that
out.
one was in the regular season.
Because it
and
gives
this
them an
one's
out.
finals. Yeah.
It gives them an out. Now, if he's given 3 weeks, and let's just assume that they finish top 2, they are going to finish top 2, but let's assume that they win that first final, that takes him right to the missing the prelim. If it's 4, it's a grand final.
I think forgetting this part time of the year, just
Gotta be
eliminate.
Xavier, I
The-
agree
the
with
scale-
you.
the
And I full
scale-
named you there because you know this is not how it works.
No, it will though. The scale of this.
What
this
about Braden Maynard?
accusation? The scale of this accusation.
Yeah.
The punishments are going to be heading north, not south. I'm telling you.
Easy to do it with the Braden Maynard comparison.
No, but
Easy to
Maynard
do it
was
now
Maynard
than
was
in the prelim.
Maynard was an action, and this is not an action. This was a choice. If whatever happened was alleged happened,
So the only scenario
his punishment will be at the higher
It
end
will
of those
be,
ones
yeah.
you've named.
Really?
Yep.
So they'll
He
just
could-
rule him out.
He could miss a flag.
Yep.
It'll be, sorry, mate,
And
6
it
weeks.
could be Andrew Gafflight where he just got whatever it would have been to the end of the grand final.
Yeah. I can't see them winning it without him.
No.
He's the player, unless Rochelle comes back and has an unbelievable
No.
month,
No.
It is the worst case scenario.
isn't it? And it's disappointing if it is.
And
if
because
he's-
it's just a dumb,
yeah,
stupid,
That-
ignorant thing
allegedly.
to say. Allegedly.
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 Okay, let's move on.
Let's move on before Nick gets sued.
Now, so
Allegedly.
let's go to the Hawks.
You can't just say allegedly all the time and not get sued.
I know I know, but you do need to.
We are
Yeah,
not
make
make
suggesting.
sure you clear.
Allegedly
Suggest.
doesn't mean you just don't
Allegedly,
get sued.
yeah.
But it can help.
Allegedly.
It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to say that.
So Hawthorn, Jack Gunston. What about Melbourne?
my God.
Melbourne needed to get
Oh.
Stephen May off him after 30 seconds because
How's
they
it-
need his value to be of something if they want to trade him. Watching that on the weekend, Stephen May on Gunston, I was like, he was unplayable.
How Stephen May,
remarkable.
Unplayable.
Stephen May's value just
Off the face of the
plummeted
earth.
this year.
Off the
Yeah.
face
How
of
many
the earth.
bags? He's had bags kicked on him.
He got bags at the end of last year
Mate,
too.
he's done.
And-
There's no trade value there.
No. So Jack Gunston, we're Hawthorn.
7
Jack
goals,
Gunston,
4.
he's kicked 60 for the year.
First time.
He just signs and moves on to next year.
Yeah.
Sam Mitchell's just found gold there. They didn't plan on that. He didn't play the first
No.
three
I don't
rounds.
reckon he had 60 goals penciled in for Jack Gunston.
No, but he didn't play. He wasn't
I know.
even picked early.
I know.
Crazy.
It was basically that NBA, like, come back and you can retire a Hawk.
Yeah,
We'll give you a
yeah.
game. You can hang it in the
The NFL
rafters.
do it. You know,
Yeah.
come back, we'll re-sign
Kyle
you for a
Lowry,
day.
go back to Toronto.
Come on.
The
Oh, shit. He's
really
kicked 60.
quickly, the last 9 rounds they've won 7, lost 2. I know when the Hawks are on.
Are they on?
No, during the start of a game.
Oh, right.
There is a man who is, I think they're most important in terms of the type of hock ball they want to play.
Jake Innivan.
Last 7 games in the wins, he's averaged 23.5 disposals, and one of them he got subbed off just after halftime and he was best on ground. In losses, he's averaged 16 disposals. Dylan Moore, if he is on,
yeah.
if he is on, the Hawks are on.
Yep.
He is the barometer.
on?
It is like Zach Bailey, who you just mentioned. He goes into that midfield now. Fossick's around. Someone said that Sam Mitchell's advice to him was, I want you far enough up the ground you get 20 disposals, but I want you close enough to goals that you get the opportunity to kick 3 goals.
Right.
Like that is your area of football that you play in, and within those instructions, you do what you need. Now, I don't know if that's true, but my mate said that's what he heard Dylan Moore say one day.
Right.
Which is great instructions. Go into a centre bounce whenever you want, and when you're feeling like you've got the bloke on the hook, get close to the goals, jag a couple.
Crafty.
He is, and it's becoming Zach Bailey, Cam Rayner, Brian Myers, Sean Manor, Dylan Moore, Brett Daniels. They are the barometers of the footy teams.
It's so funny that you mentioned Dylan Moore because let's segue into GWS here. Now, you're going to get really angry when I say this, but there is a player running around for GWS that right now is 1% of Dylan Moore. But
1%.
But his
You're not
ceiling,
talking about my man Fonty.
No, but his ceiling.
Joe Fonty, I like.
I love the way this kid goes about it. And I was watching him on the weekend. I went, geez, if everything goes right
I know
for
he's
this
talking
kid,
about Harvey Thomas.
yes, if everything goes right for this kid, he uses it beautifully. He finds the space, and for a little guy, they're the same, basically the same height. Thomas is 176, Moore's 177. I just thought, geez, he's come from nowhere, like Moore did. There's something here with this guy.
Well,
so I love Harvey Thomas.
They debuted him in round 1 last year.
Yeah, he's
straight off the draft,
and he does those little crafty ones where he kicks at 15 metres, then runs around and gets another one, and then goes hard.
When I saw him playing well on the weekend, I thought we should play a game where I just list off a group of 10 Giants players. In that rung of not experienced players. And we have to pick whether they're the Mad Monday boys or not. Because I still don't know whether he was or wasn't.
I don't reckon Harvey would have been.
You don't reckon? I just assume he was.
Way too respectful, I reckon.
Yeah.
I don't know. I reckon
I'm going to have a look.
You reckon Harvey had some mongrel?
A little mongrel about him.
A little bit of mongrel?
And Phil Davis basically bestowed him. He selected him as the guy to wear the number.
Wear his number.
Yeah.
I'm all in on Harvey Thomas.
Yeah, no, we like Harvey
so
Thomas.
they must beat the Saints.
I think he was one of the boys. Allegedly.
Do you reckon he was?
Allegedly.
Allegedly. This is 15 times.
So
was he?
Riccardi was part of a skit with Fahy. McMillan and Cooper Hamilton.
Okay.
They got fruity.
Yeah.
Harvey Thomas and my man Fonty.
No, the boys.
Do you know
what did they do?
I don't know.
Something.
They did something. You know who Joe Fonty's not even the best footballer in his family? His first cousin's Ella Roberts.
I see. Is it really?
Yeah.
I saw her in the Giants' rooms a few weeks ago. I wondered, why is she in here?
I
know why.
I still reckon if Fonty played in Ella Roberts' team, he'd be the best player.
Yeah. I think it's a slight pivot. Do you reckon Ella Roberts would get a gig in the men's West Coast team?
It's not miles
Ella
off.
Roberts is so
unbelievable
good.
The other night. They need to beat St Kilda to lock themselves into finals. Or if Freo lose, they can still make it.
Okay, yeah.
So they don't actually need to win, but winning would seal the deal for them. Gotcha. Harry Rouston and Max Grajewski had 7 goals combined. Just thought that was worth noting.
Jesus.
It's remarkable. Rouston kicked 4.
All right, well, let's go to, as a proud major sponsor of the Fremantle Football Club, Woodside has accepted the challenge of supporting local footy at all levels, from grassroots to greatness, so it can thrive throughout WA. Woodside, Australia's leading energy company. So there were a lot of red flags on Friday night.
Yep.
But the largest one for me was the big off-season recruit wearing number 15, Shea Bolton. 9 disposals at 56 efficiency and 3 turnovers.
He's never been an efficient player. He's always sprayed bullets at goals.
Which is fine if some of them land, but he just didn't have an impact anywhere else.
There was no moment.
There was no moment. There was no minutes.
It looked like the lines turned up professional and hardworking. Like Jasper Fletcher worked his ass off.
Yeah, I know we laughed about those 17 marks.
They worked their ass off together, and I don't reckon Bolton, if he sat down, he would say he worked as hard as his opponents.
No, and there's a few of them in that same boat.
Oh, no,
but he's the one who you look to be the guy to give you that X factor and give you those moments that get you back in.
There was a bit of freezing.
He just wasn't there.
The first 4 goals of the Giants, the Lions were given away either 50s or free kicks or off the ball free kicks. Yeah. Undisciplined stuff, really undisciplined. And then they had the chances to kick goals and missed them. And good players.
Why did Freo get rinsed at home by umpires as well?
Oh, no, we're not doing umpire hour as a Freo supporter. We're just not. Off the back of a drubbing. Off the back of a drubbing, I'm not copying this.
Look, it didn't start well, I will say. I will agree with you there. I did think the Logan Morris one was a bit ridiculous. 200 metres off the ball and you take the ball down. And I was like, come on.
But then what about they're the ones too when the whistle goes, you turn around and you hope it's your bloke down in either end. You hope it's yours. You're like, I don't know what's happened.
It's almost like the ruck ones where they call it. And everyone looks around and goes, who's this?
What we've got Freo, I've got a thing. I don't think Fife's a sub. I just don't think he is. I don't think you get anything out of it. He either doesn't play or he plays. What do you reckon about this? If I was a defender and Nat Fife was in possibly his last ever game, they're getting nothing out of their third forward as it is. Next to nothing. What do you reckon about saying to Fifey, you're the third forward, and just jump at everything and just try and catch
knee blokes
magic in a bottle for one game? Because they're dormant, that third tall.
I don't think
dormant.
I don't think they're at a point where they're a magic in a bottle team. Like,
well, they need to be this week.
I do, but that never works.
No, I know, but I tell you what's not working. They're third forward. That's not working.
It didn't work on the weekend.
It's not working.
Some people have been waiting for him to have a quiet game.
5.
You would be one of them, not John
Waiting.
Agnes. He had just come off probably a 5-6 weeks patch where he was doing very well. He was playing his role really well.
If I was a defender, I'd be more anxious standing next to a dual Brownlow medalist in his last game.
They tried 5 forward. It doesn't work.
No, but he's got one. Well, then don't play.
He had one game.
He's been
Well, he was very good.
I mean, when he came on, the game was over. The week before, he was really good.
Yeah, but I don't think it's a good sub.
Oh.
I really don't.
It's
Hey, all right, we're going to go to St Kilda. Now, I'm going to play the audio from after the game on Friday night. I think this is the only audio anyone cared about from that game. Nazai Wanganeen Miller.
Obviously it's a decision. Everyone knows about it. And, obviously spoken to manager and family as well. And, they included in my decision. And I'm just focused on finishing the season off and giving my all to this club and give my all playing week in, week out, really.
Now, to me, who hasn't got a dog in the fight, who does not know a thing about anything.
Translate that for us.
Translate it for me. Does that sound like a man that's going to be at St Kilda next year?
Not particularly.
Or does that sound like a man that might be not at St Kilda next year?
I would say, if I were reading between the lines, based on everything we've ever seen with any player who's out of contract and says something like that with a week to go, it doesn't look great. It doesn't.
I saw it and I was just like, oh, this is not going to land well for Saints supporters. But maybe that was half the Band-Aid.
No.
But the thing
was half the Band-Aid.
The thing is, it's 1 week to go.
I know.
We know how this plays out
I've
every
spoken
other
to
time.
my family.
It would actually be a stunning movement. Now, as soon as he mentioned the word family, I went, oh,
I've told the family.
Homesick.
I've spoken to the family.
it's over. It's over.
there.
There was a lot of momentum online over the weekend for Adelaide.
Well, wouldn't that backfire on some commentary earlier in the season?
The problem is going to be
How do you get it done?
How does it happen?
I think you just find a way.
You have to find it. You have to get real creative.
Yeah. How did Lance Franklin? Yeah, he was free agent.
Free
wasn't he?
Agent, yeah. It's very hard to see.
They find a way
where St Kilda accept whatever it is.
Well, otherwise he goes to the draft and they get nothing.
West Coast get him.
But then all of a sudden Harley Reid's in the draft.
Hey.
They've got $5 million in 2 players.
Someone's got to get paid.
Put a number on it, percentage.
That he stays?
Yeah.
Still 20? Would you give it 20?
I'm less than that. I'm far less.
I reckon.
Single figures?
Yeah, 15.
I'm down in the 5s.
Oh, yeah, that low.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you know,
man.
what if the Melbourne moment, the comeback and the chair on Ross's shoulders had happened this week and is in the last game? Is that could you see it swinging?
No.
No.
It's not going to swing, is it?
It's hard to swing when you've already signed the paper.
Yeah.
You can't unswing your hand.
Have we checked the property records in South Australia?
Yeah.
That's going to break St Kilda.
But they get Tom de Koning.
It's a pair with Rowan
Pretty
Marshall.
good.
So would Naz leave? Who's your best player? Probably Rowan Marshall. Oh, cool. Well, what are you going to do? We're
just
going to
got
get
a
another
ruckman.
ruckman. We're going to get another one. Gold Coast. Okay, well, they have left the door slightly ajar with their shitty performance on Saturday. Port is going to be tough. We just talked about this last week. Boak and Ken Hinkley
Is
at
it
Adelaide
though?
Oval. It's at Adelaide Oval.
I know.
Mate, Port
pretty rubbish.
Port can be frisky when they need to be at home.
But I reckon we're thinking of last year, Frisky. This year, they've been the most
all I'm
disappointing
saying
side in
is,
the competition.
If it wasn't Boak's last game and it wasn't Hinkley's last game and it was on the Gold Coast, I'd be saying absolutely. But there's just a tiny possibility.
I reckon 5% boost.
But then the Wednesday game against Essendon, if you don't win that, my God, don't worry about missing the finals. Like, you should be out of the competition. Like,
Close the gates.
Close the
I reckon
gates.
did you padlock them last year?
Gold Coast.
Yeah.
Never
Is it
again.
they're done?
Yeah, no, I thought you padlocked the club last
no.
Or was that North Melbourne?
Oh, I
you
can't
threw a
remember.
padlock around someone last year. Yeah.
25 and 8 clearances for your man Rouse. So probably not.
No Brownlow
And
votes.
Tom
No, he
Green
was ordinary.
equalised him
He
at
was
the very
ordinary
least.
early.
Sam
Very
He's got
early.
2 more games to get it.
But his numbers are astronomical.
Sam Flanders has had one of the great drop-offs this
Yeah.
year
Yeah.
compared to last year when he was outstanding. If I were him, I'd be looking elsewhere.
Of course you would.
Yeah.
The role is just marginal for him. Like, he's
course you
never
would.
going to go past
I
Real
think
and Anderson.
They'd be happy to entertain it as well, you'd think.
I think so too. And they're going to have more talent coming through those
Well,
academies.
and even if he
They
wants
got
to
2
go,
top 5s.
if he wants
There
to
you
go
go.
to half back, they've actually just recruited Noble and Rioli
And they look
there.
great.
And
It's just not a role. There's not a role for him unless he wants to
Speaking of
play
that-
thankless task.
I know the money and stuff in the trade or whatever, we've spoken about it, but he's one that I'd like to see at West Coast. Just get 30 touches.
It's a
They've had
no-brainer.
one player get 30 touches this year.
Yeah.
Speaking about that academy stuff, so Jeff White shared an old picture of his son Kalani
Yes.
with Levi Ashcroft, closed mouth smiler from day one. He was like 12,
we
same smile.
ordered the close mouth from 12.
from like 12 years old.
He's always been a close mouther.
He has. It's
Yeah.
just born that way, apparently.
Geez, the Ashcrofts were everywhere the other night, weren't they?
Yeah.
I was gonna go off the beaten track there with an inappropriate comment, but again after last week, Rhino, we spoke.
Oh, you got a bit
weren't
fruity.
here,
I know.
I
I heard.
just had to wind it back a fraction today.
Yeah, we had to wind it back. We got warned.
Too fruity.
HR.
Yeah. No, your mates.
You got mates in HR.
Yeah, but if my mates point something out,
That must be bad.
that's probably at the end of that's the end of the train.
Let's go to Collingwood. What do we think the rest of Jordan De Goey's career looks like? He's 29 years old and he's sort of turned into, through injuries and everything else, a bit of a bit part player where, you know, but 29 doesn't seem like he should be done. I don't know if my expectations are that he will return to like a game-breaking best.
I've gone past the point now where I expect him to win them a game, definitely. Right. And now I look at him on the list and go, oh, he could bob up and kick one or two. But
it's not.
Unless he has an unbelievable... I'm sure he's had a really interrupted year. I know he's missed a bunch of footy.
Yeah.
So maybe there's just an off-season where he commits 100% and gets it right and squeezes 3 more years out. But he also could be the type of player that once they hit 30, or he's not even there yet,
down.
It's just a brick wall.
It'll be. I'm not sure if it's till later this year or early next.
And it's just over. Like...
It's kind of feel like, he's just out there.
It might just be it.
You used to really worry about Jordan De Goey, and now he's just kind of fine.
I mean, put it this way. Are you more nervous about Jake Stringer at this point or Jordan De Goey?
Yeah,
Jake Stringer.
I know it's an insane thing to say because De Goey, at his prime, was outstanding, but there's not that much difference between those two guys.
No, there's certainly not. And Stringer's best was as good as De Goey's.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But I just did look. De Goey played 73% game time on the weekend, so they're still nursing him.
Yeah.
They need to get him to an 85.
I don't know if he can get there.
No, that's right. If his body can't get there, then he's cooked.
Never been the
hammies
fittest player.
and stuff?
Well, he's never been the fittest player anyway.
Yeah.
So this is not like we're talking like, prime Errol running out 95% game time. Like,
I mean, allegedly, it looks like he's not a big on you wouldn't expect him to tick every box in recovery.
So, I don't know.
No, we don't know that for sure. But yeah, I know what you're saying. It seems to be more on the Fev side of things.
It was a bit more than Scotty Pendlebury.
Yeah.
I just went back 2 years, clicked on, very first game, I randomly clicked on, went back to 2023, and I was like, right, prelim weekend. What did Jordan De Goey do? 34 disposals.
Wow.
34 disposals, had a field day, best on ground, 6 marks,
wow.
83% game time.
Yeah, see, I can't...
13 clearances, 5 from the centre.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Where is that Jordan De Goey?
Well, that's it. Is that ever going to be... Are we ever going to see that again?
No, I don't.
Well, I'm taking a punt. That is a bad year because that's 1 year ago he did that.
He gets a clean slate.
Yeah, he gets a clean slate.
With a good preseason.
2 years ago now.
North Melbourne. We've got to tip our hats to never again North.
Oh,
yes, I'm getting sick of drinking beer, but I do appreciate them. They've made a couple of changes, and I know that they've mucked around a little bit. Luke Davies-Uniacke must have played the audio of us
thanks for
asking
listening,
questions.
Luke. Did pretty well on the weekend.
Which, to be fair, we were comparing him to a flashy B grader, or could he be an A grader? Because when he first started, there was comparisons to Chris Judd, for example, all that sort of stuff. Anyway, he was outstanding, but the changes that they made North Melbourne and going forward, hopefully it does pay the way that they can be a little bit more consistent and show a little bit more. Powell went to half forward and probably should have kicked 4, was pinging away. The captain's bitten the bullet and he's been moved to the wing and was really, really good on the wing, Simpkin. LDU got in amongst it and was good. Sheasel they didn't muck around with, 54 disposals.
Yeah, 2 goals.
Unbelievable. Maybe we'll talk about Richmond and tagging when we get there, but at 28 disposals at halftime, you're telling me you're trying to win the game and you go, let's just let him keep going. Outrageous. And last but not least, so she's let him muck around with McKercher, the half back. That's been the last half of this year, but they tried him at half forward. I reckon those dominoes are in place now, and I don't reckon we need to see Simpkin in the middle anymore. We don't need to see Tom Powell in the middle anymore. Let LDU, let Sheasel and them do their thing. I thought they were actually pretty good.
How was Whitlock, who they gave up that
He started a sub.
3, 4.
He started a sub, and then Zerha did what looked to be a knee, but it was his ankle.
Jeez, that was an ugly injury.
Yeah, it was. But I think they're the ones too. The uglier those ones are.
He's kicked close to 40 goals this year, Zerha.
Yeah. He's been okay.
Good for, I wish he had, like, this is said, maybe isn't mean for North people, but I wish he had gone to a good club when he was out. Was it last year?
He
year before?
spent his entire prime in a really ordinary
team. Whitlock. Nothing to really report on. He played 40% game time, had 2 touches, but kicked a hot dog. But he looks skinny. He's skinny. He's a big skinny boy.
Well, his brother kicked 3
in the 2s or something.
No, he's playing,
in the 1s.
Playing for Port.
All right, Carlton. Geez, my last 3 teams are shit. I'm going to try to avoid the bullet. Nick Haynes, great recruit. 23 disposals, 6 marks on the weekend. He is second in the AFL for total marks.
Yeah,
second, 172.
But then you go.
Who's your trail?
In marks, is it someone like
a winger or something?
No, it's similar.
Yeah, is it someone like
Wilkie
or
something? It is Cal
Wilkie.
Yeah, 7.8 per game. 59 of them are intercept marks too. So played every game. That's one of the few things I reckon.
How old is he? 32 or something?
Easily. Yeah.
So that's also the problem with Carlton.
Yeah.
Is the bloke you've bought in who you thought would be back up is probably going to be top 5 in your best and fairest.
Top 3.
Who you probably didn't want to recontract at the end of the year. He was just a guess.
Well, if Silvani goes, he's definitely
he has to stay. No, he has to stay now. He has to stay. But like at the end of the year, that Carlton would have been thinking they're top 4 and Haynes has played in the 2s all year, virtually.
Yeah, in and out.
Instead they've been shit and he's been one of their best players.
Yeah, he's been great.
Especially after round. Remember how bad he was round 1?
Round 1 was horrible.
Round 1 was a disaster. He's been good.
All at sea. Harry Mackay.
Yes.
Yeah.
7 goals, 21 disposals, 6 marks. Had a really good couple of weeks. He seems like he's playing free. Like happy.
I didn't see
without Curnow and
I don't know what it is.
Maybe he's already decided to leave.
Just to be confident.
Yeah.
And happy.
I'm out. I'm just
He's taking the Nasiah tablet.
Yeah.
Fast and free. You've made your decision.
Maybe it is.
But also, I didn't see a lot of the game, but I did see him just rifle a drop punt from 40 out directly in front.
Yeah.
Straight over the umpire's hat. And I was like, you just look like a normal footballer then.
Yeah.
Like, just do that every time. Rather than some that go off his knee and then snaps him.
Just see
like
the flex, the
just
double
did
coat.
cobber it. Yeah.
Yeah, massive. It made me just
How
think,
would you look, you reckon, if you double
Shithouse.
shit?
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Shithouse, yeah.
I'd need like a year to work on that.
Mine more even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some AI.
And some oil.
But that's because he's gym strong. We're all farm strong.
We're farm boys. I got farm
Dad
boy
strong.
Farm boy
dad's
strength.
strong. About your back and your shoulders.
Oh, geez, I got through Carlton pretty easily. Go on.
Oh, no, now it's me. All right, I'm going to bullet Richmond. I don't want to talk about that.
That's weak.
No, we did decide that we had a bullet of a shit team going down the straight.
They are so...
Didn't he haven't we bulleted Richmond like 6 weeks in a row?
Yeah, why don't we talk about Richmond not tagging? Like, 54
no, we already
disposals.
bullet. You can't take the bullet back.
Okay, can't take the bullet.
Jeez, you are weak.
All right, I'm going to find...
I should have talked about draft.
Yeah, so let's go to Melbourne. Coaches who just try and get a bit fruity for no reason. You know, sometimes missionary works. Stay out of these areas, X. The one player at Melbourne who Sam Mitchell would have been 2 players, sorry. Maybe I'll get 3.
Okay, it's 3 now.
Pickett,
Cozzy, Max.
Yeah. And in recent form, Jake Melksham.
Yeah.
Would have been the forward that Sam Mitchell would have been, you know, who they would have had a match
Let's
up
just
for
make
him.
sure Jake doesn't get 5.
Have a look.
And have a day out.
Have a look what he's done in the last 6 weeks. He's kicked bags of 5 and 6 in there. Shut him out.
Let's cut that one out.
Well, no need. Because the mighty D's thought, no, let's make him sub.
That was weird.
One of your best 3 players at the moment, let's make him sub. And then they say, oh, no, his GPS numbers were down. He was on the brink. Well, don't play him. If you're worried about getting injured, don't play him. If he's right to go,
play him.
Your team's shit, play him.
They're going to get rid of the sub next year.
Are they?
I nearly got rid of it.
That's known.
I nearly got rid of it on Saturday.
Will they go 5?
I nearly flew to the MCG and put Melksham on the ground.
Why not just have 4 on the bench? Just have 4 on the bench.
I don't mind
5.
I
Now he's the best 23.
Yeah, I don't mind that. 23 is a good number.
Jeez, well, wait for 2 more.
MJ.
Yeah, wait for 2 more teams to come in. There'll be 23 crackers out there each week. Standard will go through the roof. So I just wanted to point out that Melksham, let's just not get fruity with it.
Yeah, why do
Let's just
that?
not get fruity.
I tend to agree.
Someone
Let's
who's
play
actually
him.
informed.
And they suck. That game was done and dusted. Bottom 4 Ds. Are they going to finish bottom 4? Am I going to be wrong? But gee whiz, they're bad.
Essendon, speaking of bad.
Well, if Essendon beat Gold
come on,
Coast.
Essendon.
Essendon have the potential to do the funniest thing this year, which is beat Gold Coast on Wednesday. Look, we can't see a world where it happens, but we have been giving in the win to the Suns all year.
No, it won't happen.
Yeah.
It shouldn't happen.
It shouldn't happen.
Would you almost if you're Gold Coast?
It can't happen.
Because it's a tight turnaround.
Yeah.
Into a must-win game.
Well, rest people.
I'm as if you would, but imagine if they just did the Ross Lyon. Was it Ross Lyon?
We
About
can't.
like 10 or 12
we might not beat
Freo
Port,
players.
so let's rest everyone. Keep
Everyone.
Keep Zach back.
Everyone.
Oh, no, sorry, this is Gold Coast.
Gold Coast.
So no Noah, no Matty
No
Rao,
Rao, no King.
no Took.
Sam Flanders, you're in the guts,
Sam
mate.
Flanders has a run.
Did I ever tell you about that airport? Were you there at the airport when it was that game? And this is back in the day where this used to be this era. You probably remember it. We'd all stand at the check-in. It was like a row of journos, 6 of us, roped off area that the airport would, and then we'd tick through the list. Who's here, who's not? And then this one day, up turns Casey Sibasato.
Craig
Moller. We're going, holy shit. And by the time we got to the end, there was 11 blokes no one had ever heard of. We're like,
so the game,
if you could have bet online at that point, we all would have jumped on immediately.
It might have happened a couple of times. He did it 2010. So it must have been.
Twice. He did it twice.
That must have been Mark Harvey.
Yeah, there was a Harvey year and a Ross Lyon.
Mark Harvey did it against us in Tassie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He was a Tassie.
And we won by like 80.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then came to Freo and played them
Casey Sibasato.
maybe 4 weeks later and got rolled by Freo
Well,
in the
we always-
Morabito
Oh, that
game.
2010.
Yeah.
Morabito game.
We
goal.
always had that. There's always a player. It's like if Moller turns up,
You're in trouble.
they're putting the flag up.
Yeah,
Because no offense to Craig Moller, but
Craig
he
Moller
was.
turned out to be a very good
He was
basketballer.
he was a skinny developing ruckman at the
Big
time
dreads.
who
Yeah.
was so far
I
off.
saw he
it.
just cut his dreads off
Did
for
he?
charity.
That would
Craig
look
Moller.
strange.
did.
Am I doing Essendon? Because you've got me
Yeah.
through a fair bit here. Is Andy McGrath midfielder?
No.
Has he been miscast?
Well,
He was very good on the week at 35 and 9 tackles,
He-
6 clearances. He's 27 years old, 180 games about to pop up. Have we just... Did he miss the window to be a midfielder?
he has.
They
but
tried it, didn't they?
They have
It didn't
tried
really
it.
work.
Tried it at times, but I don't know. I feel like there's Andy McGrath just playing as a halfback or a
He's the
lockdown
whipping. He's the
defender.
whipping board at Essendon.
Yeah.
He's
If
the
you
whipping
need to
board.
get him out of Jaden Ewan's way, you can put him in the midfield.
I can't believe we got through Essendon so easily.
All right.
We did get distracted.
Okay, yeah, Port Adelaide. This has to be.
Really wants to bullet now.
I
got no
had
bullets
3
left.
teams I wanted
know.
to bullet this week. This has to be the year that kills the handover forever. Like it was bad enough when it was Bucks and Moldhouse.
Yeah.
But
Clarko
this is
Simo, Clarko Mitchell.
Clarko Mitchell. But this has just been an unmitigated disaster on every level. With the others, you could have been, but this. There is no but this.
The only thing I will say is that Carr and Hinkley have held themselves well. Like in terms of that relationship. We haven't heard any, Carr's really dark at this, or
But even
Hinkley
Hawthorn-
thinks that Carr's overstepping the line. There's been none of that.
But Hawthorn weren't like that either until after it, and then
That's
Until
true.
the presser.
That's true.
Remember that press
Collingwood
conference?
were they prickly at Collingwood?
Yes,
yeah.
Hated each
All
other.
the whole way through?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it turned.
Or after?
Mick-
Everyone was happy at the start
Yeah.
except Mick, and he kept
Nah.
it quiet for a bit. And
It
then
wasn't that long.
not for long.
He started to let the little thing slip
Yeah,
every
okay.
press conference.
It just never made any sense in the first place. It just
But it's
didn't.
just so now your team is there stinking it up, and the guy who can make the changes or who wants to make the changes for next year does not have the power
No.
to. The guy who can make it doesn't really give a shit.
But do you reckon behind closed doors, and we may find out this later, maybe Josh Carr had a little bit more say with like selection and stuff?
Well, I haven't-
Hey, I
that's-
want to play Moraes this week, or I want to play Whitlock, or I want to.
I don't want Travis Boak to go on.
Maybe like I want to see some of this stuff,
don't
like
feel-
because
I don't know.
there has to be some. He can't have just been sitting there going,
Yeah.
"You're cool, Ken."
Otherwise,
that has not
this
been-
is still your team, Ken.
That
Like,
hasn't been the.
It can't be.
I haven't heard any of that come out of there. I've heard more the opposite.
well, they're either very, very good at locking it down, or that's just weird.
I think
Because
it's just weird.
he should have had at least some say. I'm surprised we didn't.
There has to be a reason why Kenny was there to the end. There has to be a reason. Not
Is it just respect?
Well, mate. They've been pumped by. They've had bigger margins than West Coast
Yeah.
this year, nearly. Their 5 bigger margin games would probably be favoured.
But it felt
Port
like
Adelaide.
it got to a point where it was so bad already. They were just like, well, it's going to be bad.
Yeah.
Let's just ride this
Well,
out.
Josh
Ride it
Carr's
out,
probably
yeah.
going, well, I don't want this mess.
Yeah.
Why do I want these
Well,
games
yeah,
on my
yeah,
record?
yeah.
Take the hits here.
Well, it's a little bit like Simo when they're like, do we sack him, don't sack him.
Yeah.
Let's just
Andrew
let it go.
McLeod has worn the bullets this year. He's 1-22 or whatever they are.
Simo,
Yeah,
didn't
that's
he really?
true.
He still talks about flipping the coin.
That was so
Came
bad.
back the next week and
In
flipped the
hindsight,
coin.
what was that?
he doing?
10 years from now, we're going to be going, what were they thinking?
They sacked the coach and then asked him to flip the
There
coin.
was an Indigenous celebration on as well. So there was like...
There was a lot happening.
There was heaps of people at the
right.
coin toss. There was like 8 people there at the toss.
And he's in his old Hungry Jacks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sweater.
that's right.
I did say to him that was the shittest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It was so bizarre. I love that
But I
stuff
think
like
he
that.
was
I
like-
love that when that happens.
I'd love to, and I know we've gone off the rails a little bit here, but when they were like, oh, we've decided to mutually part ways.
Yeah.
It's almost like, mutually? Yeah. You sacked me. I got a contract. I'm not coaching.
But do you want to toss the coin?
What part of mutual's that? And then live, remember in the presser,
because they threw it out live,
Pikey
didn't they?
goes, oh, I would love Simo to coach this weekend, hey, Simo.
And he hadn't even
then,
asked him.
And then turned to Simo and goes, oh, we'll talk about that, Pikey.
We haven't spoken about that. Oh, that was bizarre.
Yeah. It was a bit of car crash stuff.
It was very.
man.
Maybe have that chat before, fellas. just have
iron
a
that out.
little bit of dialogue.
Let's meet in the middle and toss the coin.
Oh, bring us home.
I'm hoping that counted for a little bit of the Geelong time.
I reckon sometimes Josh lets us soak up that, and other times he holds us to account.
Yeah.
He's good at judging.
I would have happily let that minute of talking
I think
nonsense.
Cattery,
Geelong are equal favourites for the premiership.
Big Shannon Neal.
should they be?
Yes.
I think so too, because I think it's wide open,
think their
particularly
depth-
with whatever's happening.
I think star
Adelaide.
power is going to mean not as much as we thought, but depth is going to be super important, and I
Sean
reckon
Manor.
they bat deep.
Are we allowed to talk about Shannon Neal, or is it best just to ignore him?
Well, unless you're going to talk about the package, the
Yeah,
whole,
we're-
like, not
oh,
me.
As in the playing
as in the
the
playing
package,
package.
yeah.
the
Playing
four,
package.
4
Yeah,
goals.
he's-
He's very impressive.
He's quite significant in that space.
I thought Sydney
Yes.
were a big shot on the weekends, and I thought they were going to win Sydney. I thought there was going to be an upset. They started on fire, kicked the first 3 or whatever
Yep.
it was. But they are just professional, and I saw them talking about in the VFL on the weekend. Mitch Duncan was down there, Colin Jasny was down there, Cam Guthrie was down there.
Yeah.
They've moved on, and they've made the brave enough decisions to say, hey, I know you guys have won 2, 3 premierships, Duncan.
What did Neil get on the
Duncan
weekend?
was a
What did Neil
sub
get on the
in-
weekend quickly? How many goals?
I didn't.
4?
Nah.
You got 4.
All right, so he's 41 for the year.
Yeah.
Ollie Henry.
Ollie Henry.
Ollie
number.
Henry.
Question on Duncan. They're playing Richmond.
No.
Don't
Oh,
do it.
send off.
Yeah, send
Yeah,
him.
do it?
no, he's got his shoulder.
He played in the VFL.
Yeah,
yeah.
but I don't know. He had surgery. And
Wasn't there a big thing? Billy Smets ran on the field.
Was
What
it
happened?
Billy Smets? I was
Yeah.
trying to work out who that.
It was Smets.
Ex-teammate runs onto the field to celebrate. And I was like, who's the ex-teammate?
Celebrate
Billy
what?
Smets.
Yeah.
His career. I
Oh.
think that was the send-off. That was the end moment. He walked out with the family and everything.
Yeah, right.
In the- in the
But I'm
twos.
just saying,
Twos.
why just make him sub against Richmond? Bring him on with 5 minutes to go.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's just token. I don't know.
I
but it's
would
Richmond.
like to see it. Yeah.
Just do it, mate.
I actually don't mind that. If you're running around trying to get a bloke 100 goals, you can sit one on the bench to send
Well,
him
that's
off.
over
Yeah.
now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Well,
over,
yeah.
over.
That's over. What's it? He didn't kick one on the weekend, did he?
No.
Nah, and it bypassed him and actually took the game seriously.
Yeah,
which is
so
good.
it's 79 goals. He needs 21. Let's assume.
And you
they-
thought, like,
You know
on
what,
the
I tell you-
SCG,
it's back on if he kicks like 8 this weekend. But
I'll tell you, it's coming. Gunston's coming. So Dunk's had 24 touches on the weekend. Actually, I like the idea.
get him out
Give
there.
him one
get
little
him
send
You're not
off.
going to lose the game.
he's probably,
just not. You're not gonna-
outside of like the absolute superstars, he's probably my favourite Geelong player from that last decade.
It's beautiful.
He was a gun. But
Um,
but Chris Scott's brave enough to say finals footy is more important.
Yes, but this is a final
Then
series. This
look-
is Richmond.
No, but he's been in the twos all year.
Yeah,
and like our best
yeah,
team
yeah.
is more important than
Yep.
than your individual highlights.
All right, so I was going to use the bullet on West Coast if we got to this point without it, but I held off and I had a backup plan.
Are you going to get brave?
Yeah, I'm going to be brave.
Take the corridor.
I'm going to be brave. Okay, so I tried to say there's so much that's gone wrong, right? We can just talk about all the things that have gone wrong. I tried to make a list of things that if you were a really glass half full supporter, you could take out of this year.
Okay, run and bite me and I'll see if how many times I roll my eyes.
Now, you see how you go. Ruben Jinby is a key defender
Tick.
for the next 12 years.
Tick.
You think it's those key he plays? This
Has
was
to
my
be key.
question. Like, where
Has
does
to be
he-
key. Has to be key.
Third
Athletic.
tall,
I think he just plays
bouncing
on
off.
the best forward.
Just
Athletic.
key
Best bigger
position
forward.
defender.
Do not even dream of a world where there's rebound.
Yeah.
If he gets involved,
I
great.
don't mind the old headless chook.
No,
move
but
every
if
now
he
and
gets involved, great. But we're not setting up a
But
play.
you need at least
He's not a good
you need one more good one next to him as well, right?
Oh, mate, they've got
Absolutely.
one. They've got one
Yeah,
piece.
okay, good. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm saying.
Well, hold on.
Like he's not the guy back there.
Hold on, there's a list here. Baker and Graham, success. Both brought exactly what they bring. Baker's going to be
Yeah.
captain next year. He's going to win the BNF, and Graham is the second best tackler in the AFL.
Gave up a lot to get
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about price.
No,
but they've
no,
just,
but that's
they've
all.
played their role.
Yeah, they played their role.
That's tick.
So half tick.
Shanahan and Archer Reid have shown enough to suggest there's potential.
Shanahan, I'll take.
Well, you
Yeah.
missed Reid was like the same. Reid was Shanahan at the start of the year. We just forgot.
Shanahan.
No,
I'll
no,
take.
no.
just
Shanahan's
forgot.
better.
Yeah, keep going.
All right.
I have Shanahan just behind Reid.
But still, every club's got these
Elijah
players.
Hewitt didn't get injured.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
yeah.
That's
So,
fact.
tick.
He did miss a game or
I'm
two,
just
though.
trying.
He missed periods.
No serious injury.
Okay. Tom McCarthy. I just wrote
Yeah,
Tom
okay, that's a
McCarthy.
big tick,
That's
yes.
one.
Yeah, tick. But what an indictment that the bloke has come in. What
Rolled
about
in.
he had a quote the other day saying, "I've never seen a kid want it more than my man Hamish Davis."
Oh.
And I was like, yeah, what are you measuring that on in your 5 weeks? You've never seen a kid want it more.
How's it like throws all that, they need a full preseason out the window. Their best players are going with stacking shelves at Coles
Yeah.
from December.
Hang on, I've still got-
go.
Harry Edwards looks serviceable.
Oh, no, I can't.
He's serviceable.
He has had some better
Okay.
games.
They've had 9 debutantes. That's good. Expose the
Yeah,
list.
but is it Essendon debutants or
No, your man Hamish Davis is on there.
yeah, my man.
He was cool.
McCarthy, Gross, Shanahan, Reid.
Yeah, okay,
Brock.
small tick.
And Harley wants to stay on his terms.
Yeah,
That's the asterisk.
I just
but he
for 25 million bucks.
But he wants to stay in some capacity. So there you
Well,
go.
probably
There's a
yeah.
list. There's a list of things that you can take away.
In what? So just transfer over to Hawthorn, who I don't know.
Are we extending on the Eagles,
What-
please?
No,
but
please
I read
don't.
I read quickly that Hawthorn, or was it on the radio? The Hawthorn are interested in Harley Reid. Of
course they are.
Everybody is.
So 2.4 million at West Coast. What do you reckon the offer for Harley from Hawthorn would be? 1.4?
Yeah. Max.
I don't know.
Less?
I'd be guessing.
Less? Probably less. It would
It'd
be
be less than 2.4.
It'd be less than one. It'd be less than
Yeah.
1.4.
I'd be surprised if it was in the 2s.
That wouldn't be in the 2s.
I'd be surprised.
No, it wouldn't be. Mitch wouldn't do it the way he's. So of course you want to stay at West Coast when there's an extra $10 million on the table.
Hey, that's the
That'd be
list,
nice.
okay? Let people have it.
He gets to establish his residence
I just
in
wrote
Singapore and
today,
not pay tax.
on my column today, I said in the last round I need to see some sparks because in 5 years' time from the crop that there is right now, Ruben Jimby's the only one I'm convinced will be at the level. I'm not saying others won't be.
Elijah.
But I'm not.
Now
the
you're
jury's
all
out.
in on Jinby.
The jury's out as a
suddenly.
fullback.
As a defender.
As a defender.
As a fullback.
As a defender.
If he goes back to the midfield, I'm off. If he
All right,
stays in the
Nick,
back
can you
line, I'm
please
off.
just finish
Slides
this off?
Well,
don't-
I'm finishing it off with Sydney because Sydney just giving me the shits a little bit. I'm not.
Peter Adams?
Peter Adams had a good.
Peter
but I
Adams,
saw-
is he getting a send-off game or is he contracted
Sydney
or what's
said,
happening with
I think
Adams?
it came up there was an interview and the bloke happened to manage him. He wasn't there to talk about Peter Adams. I think someone asked about like the ruck, the ruck trades, like anybody after Peter Adams, and he was kind of just like, I don't think so. Like, he's fine. He's happy being second
Even the
ruck.
bloke representative's gone, probably not.
I don't think he's a first ruck contender really somewhere. Poor Peter Adams.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what it's.
Put up some numbers on the weekend.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Is he not a better option at West Coast? He had 35.
Nah, it's more of the same.
He had 2 goals, 17 disposals, and 35 hitouts.
Yeah, I would say
we have not seen that
Reece-
from a ruckman.
Against Reece Stanley. Let's not get carried away.
Don't need a ruckman.
They need a ruckman
West Coast?
badly.
I don't think Peter Adams is the answer.
No, just something. Ladham's just coming over for a bag of chips.
Scott Jones. Well, I would say this is definitely more of a vibe.
Oh, here we go.
For next year, let's say if it's current list, if they can't find a forward in this trade period, one of any of them,
I reckon they've got one on the
mentioned,
hook. I reckon they've got one on the hook.
You think they've got one on the hook?
Yeah, I reckon they do.
But like
Charlie?
Don't know.
Harry?
Don't know.
Jamara?
I don't know.
I think it's one of those 3 are the ones we're feeling, right?
What if they're the ones getting Oscar? What if it's like a
Pivot.
a buddy
Franklin
GWS pivot? Whoa!
No more cola. I just don't feel the weekend rattled me a little bit because I thought, oh yeah, Sydney fine, Sydney will bounce back, they'll be sweet. But then there were just that many holes that were exposed on. The
It's a
weekend
bit. I'm
against Geelong.
calling it a.
I felt like they were back. And
Jordan
then-
De Goey season.
Sydney?
Bennett and reload.
The whole of Sydney.
Yeah, Bennett.
Yep. Errol with that ankle. It was
Bennett.
doomed from day
Yeah.
one.
Bennett.
McDonald hasn't played. And I know we're not
What
high
is
low
his
on
injury?
McDonald.
Mi-
No,
McDonald.
but at his age, you
Well,
want
yeah.
full seasons. Like he needed to play. So now he's a year back. And now he's
Well, if
gonna
they bring a
spend
key
year
in, he
back.
won't play.
What is his injury? Do we know?
He's had multiple different ones. because he's tried to come back and then something else has bobbed up. Anyway, let's
We're
not spend
done.
any
That's
more
us.
time.
We are done.
All right,
Wrap it
that's
up.
been the Hardball Gets AFL show. We are brought to you by TABtouch. Got the touch? Download the TABtouch app today. Chances are you're about to lose. For free and confidential support, visit gamblinghelponline.org.au. We'll see you tomorrow for the mailbag. Catch you then.